Namaste. Today I'm going to read Volume 2, Book 2, Rudra Samhita, Part 3, Chapter 37. The letter of betrothal is dispatched. The requisites for the celebration are gathered, and the mountain invitees arrive in the Shiva Puran. Om Vakratuna Makaya Surya Kuti Samaprabhani. Hariom Tat Sat. Narada said, "Dear wise father, when the 7 sages returned, what did Himachala do? Please tell me, O Lord." Brahma said, "O great sage, I shall tell you what Himachala did when the 7 sages and Arundhati left. Bidding farewell to his brothers, Meru and others, Himachala, the Lord of Mountains, rejoiced in the company of his sons, daughter and wife. Urged by them lovingly, Himachala caused the letter of betrothal to be written by Garga, his priest. He dispatched the letter of betrothal to Shiva along with articles of homage through his kinsmen. Those people arrived at Kailasa and handed over the letter to Shiva after applying the holy mark on his forehead. After being duly honored by the Lord, they returned highly delighted to the penance of the mountain. When seeing those people who had been highly honored by Lord Shiva and who had returned excessively delighted, the mountain rejoiced much. Then he extended his invitation, highly pleasing, to his kinsmen stationed in different places with great delight. Then he began collecting foodstuffs and other requisite articles intended for the performance of the marriage. Mountainous masses of rice, beaten rice, jaggery, sugar, candies, and salt were heaped up. He caused huge tanks and receptacles built for milk, ghee, and curds, as well as for fried flour cakes of barley and other grains, and boar-like sweets. Big tanks and receptacles were made for the nectar, sugarcane juice, baked cakes, and the sugar candies. Tanks were built for butter, spirituous beverages, sweet juices of various kinds, and rice preparations of various sorts. Different kinds of pickles and side dishes were prepared that might appeal to Shiva's gunners and the gods. Different kinds of valuable garments, purified in fire, were kept ready. Gems and jewels of different kinds, gold, silver, and other articles were gathered duly. Auspicious rites were started by the mountain on an auspicious day. The women folk of the mountain performed the purificatory ceremony for Parvati. Women bedecked in ornaments performed auspicious rites. The delighted Brahmin woman of the city did everything in accordance with the tradition and custom. Great festivities and holy auspicious rites were performed by the delighted Himavat too. Delighted in every respect and eagerly awaiting the arrival of his kinsmen, he was excited with various emotions. The invitees came there along with their wives, children, and attendants. O celestial sage, listen to a detailed narration of the arrival of those mountains. In order to increase the devotion to Shiva, I shall explain in brief. Mandara, the chief mountain in heaven, came to Himavat in a divine form. He was highly refulgent. He was accompanied by his wife and children. His company shone brilliantly. He had brought with him many gems and jewels. Bringing with him many articles of presentation, the liberal western mountain reached there in a divine form. The eastern mountain came there with brilliant gems and jewels. He looked delighted and extremely brilliant. The highly venerable Lord of Mountains, Malaya, came there with his followers. He was happy with his excellent followers. The mountain Dhardura came along with his wife. He was exquisitely dressed. He was delighted. He had many attendants with him. Uday, the delighted mountain, Nisada, came along with his attendants. He was very brilliant. The fortunate mountain, Gandhamadhana, came with great pleasure along with his children and womenfolk. Mountains Karavira and Mahindra, of great wealth and prosperity, also came there. Pariyatra came with attendants, children, and womenfolk. He was brilliant and delighted. He had brought many gems and jewels with him. Krauncha, the chief of mountains, came with a large army of attendants. He had articles of presentation with him. He was accompanied by his kinsmen and relatives. Purusottama, mountain, came with many presentation articles. He was highly honored along with his followers. The mountain Nila, with plenty of wealth, came along with his sons and womenfolk. The mountains Trikuta, Chitrakuta, Venkata, Shrigiri, Gokamukha, and Narada came also. The excellent mountain Vindhya, possessing many riches, came there, delighted along with his wife and sons. The mountain Kalanjara, highly resplendent and extremely delighted, came along with his attendants. The mountain Kailasa, favoring everyone because of brilliant Lord Shiva, came there delighted. All of the mountains from several continents, O Brahmin, assembled together in the abode of Himavat. O sage, all these mountains, invited by Himavat, came there to attend the marriage of Shiva and Shivani. The brilliant rivers, Sonabhadra and others, came delightfully to be present at the marriage of Shiva and Shivani. All the rivers, bedecked in ornaments, came lovingly in divine forms at the marriage of Shiva and Shivani. The rivers Godavari, Yamuna, Brahmastri, and Venika came to attend the marriage of Shiva and Shivani. With great pleasure, Ganga too, assuming a divine form and fully bedecked in ornaments, came to attend the marriage of Shiva and Shivani. The best of rivers, Narmada, daughter of Rudra, came joyfully and quickly to attend the marriage of Shiva and Shivani. The entire city of Himavat was full of excitement and ardent fervor when the invitees gathered there together. Great festivities went on in the city. Banners, flags, and festoons shone everywhere. The canopies hid the sunlight. Himavat welcomed them with great delight and reverence. The mountains and the rivers, the gents and the ladies, were duly received. He housed them suitably in separate places. They were gratified with the amenities provided by Himavat. Footnotes. 70. Indra is called Satakritu, a god of 100 rights, for he achieves Indrahood, lordship of the gods, by performing 100 horse sacrifices. 71. Asta is a mythical sunset mountain in the west, while Udaya is a mythical sunrise mountain in the east. Malaya, derived from the Dravidian word Malay, meaning hill, was the name applied to the Travancore hills and the southernmost part of the Western Ghats. Dhardura, variously spelt as Dhardara or Dhardura, is identified with the Deoghar peak in the eastern part of the Vindhyas, a mythic range of mountains lying south of Meru, but sometimes described as on the east. It has not been possible to identify this mountain. That's 75. 75 is which one? 72. That's the Karavira. That's that one. 76, Mahindra. the same as Mahendragiri was the name applied to the Easteru Ghats. 77. Pariyatra or Paripatra was the name applied to the western Vindhyas together with the Aravili range. 78. Kronch is the name of a mythical mountain said to be the grandson of Himalaya, who was pierced by Kartikeya and Parashurama. 79. It is a sacred hill of Orissa associated with Lord Vishnu, styled as Purusottama. That is... Purusottama. 80. Nilagiri, the blue mountain, seems to be the Niladri or Nilakutta, the name of the Kamakya hill. According to the Kalika Purana. 81. A mountain in Ceylon, on the top of which was situated Lanka, the capital of Ravana. 82. Chitrakuta is a mountain near Prayaga. 83. Venkata, a famous hill in the south, which is the seat of Vishnu. 84. Shrigiri or Sri Sela is situated in Telangana. 85. Gokamukha is probably the same as Kokamukha. It is a range of the Himalayas located in Nepal. 86. Coming in the list of mountains, it signifies a mountain which has not been identified so far. 86. That is Narada. 88. It is a sacred hill in the Banda district. That is the Kalanjara. 89. Sonabhadra most probably is the same as Arunachala in the South Arcot district. 90, which is Godavari. 91, Yamuna. 92, the river Brahmasri can be identified with the river Saraswati. Here ends today's reading of the Shiva Puran. Om Prabhupada Vyomeshwaratam Jaganatham Sadabhajam Buddhitam Vaishvabhutanatham Shamshakam Om Kapura Kauram Karana Prataram Sansara Samajidam Savasarnam Bhavam Vami Saitam Pate Harama Devi Shomram Samur Samtramba Kamijam Smushti Varam Sham Daswas Jati Mangla Kali Badra Kali Mata Chapitatu Hari Om Tat Sat.